Hello! Today we're going to mostly be talking about cars and poo. So, I suppose just like in the first video, let's kick it off talking about toilets and poop, because yeah, poop. This is our bathroom. Got a mirror that reflects the blackness of my soul, and a sink, because sink, and a crapper. Now, the thing about this toilet, and I've noticed, and I haven't seen any other videos out there that cover this yet, although I could just be my blindness. I've got a toilet placed. There's no water. It's not working. Now, it is plumbed in. So I've found that if you put the toilet in first, then plumb it into water, it doesn't seem to want to work. Whereas if I remove the toilet, the piping exists, as you can see. So if I place ye olde throne on top of that, it then does. There's water in there now, see? Whereas there wasn't before. So make sure you do your piping first. If you have to, place the toilet, pipe it in, delete the toilet, put a new one in. Bloody blur. Yeah. Time to make poop. So let me just whip the old tweeds off. And take a seat here. Perch on my own throne of wisdom. See, that's pretty, and that's scenic. Fancy toilet. Yeah. Anyway, you're going to press button to look how tiny my legs are. Anyway, press button to make poo, which on the keyboard is the plus. There we go. He meant that one. And at that point, yeah, I've pooed. You see at the top of the screen, you feel refreshed. And I now have, I don't think you're able to see it because of my resolution, but I have a buff which says plus 33% XP refreshed. Anyway, there's poopy. Made poo. Yeah, if you flush it, gain fertilizer. So that was the toilet. I remember the one on Scorched Earth, I hadn't actually gone through it. My character for some reason just wouldn't poo. Whereas this time he does. So, yeah, that's pretty much the concept. Sit and do a crap and get a slight experience buff and also fertilizer for your farm. And that, my friends, is that. Oh, just as a quick note before I get onto the car, on the right hand side where you've got your icons, you've got your experience, your weight, your water, your food, so on and so forth. You can tell when you need a poo because the food icon will dip out of contrast. Rather than it being nice and bright blue, it'll sort of go sort of a grey blue. At that point you know you're ready to make the poopy. Okay, onwards to the ATV. Hello.
Hello.
You can't grapple to it. That's my first note. I was trying to pull to it. Yeah, can you do it?
Ow. I pulled my parachute too late. Right, how do I get in the passenger seat? Do I just walk up and...
I believe, yeah, you just...
Oh yeah, just pull passenger seat.
Get him. What up, G?
Oh, wow. This thing is really loud.
It is obnoxiously loud.
And he's already crashed it. I swear you're a better driver in real life.
Not really. So
Not when you're going right corners backwards, no.
the physics have been improved-ish. The steering has been improved-ish. The textures of the vehicle have been improved no end. But like now I'm pressing forward and it's sliding off to the right. And it still is. And it started to turn by itself. I'm not doing anything, I'm just pressing forward. Look, there you go. I was pressing nothing but forward and it still is... I don't know. Now I understand it's a work in progress, and I get that, and I do. And like, given wildcard their dues and whatever, okay, granted it's not a dinosaur, so it's probably a little bit different. But when I saw the ATV, when I saw the Dune Buggy, my first thought was like, ooh, it'll handle a bit like Halo. Go where the camera points, not where you're steering into and stuff. And I like that, because in Osiris New Dawn, if you want your vehicle to go, you have to do it. If you're using the control pad, it's all on the same stick, and it's incredibly cumbersome. Whereas this is nice, except I'm trying to steer it off the cliff, and it's not wanting to go. Come on, you sod.
Oh, what the hell just happened to my cat? Ah!
So I don't know.
My camera just stayed upright then.
My overall feelings at this particular moment are, it's better, and I will probably continue to do things on this as we go by, because I have an interest in it. It's better, it's heading in the right direction, but like, damn, it's still janky as hell. Like, I don't know why when you press forward, like, it stutters and stops, and like this is me just pressing forward, nothing but forward. For the most part, it's not too bad, but then like that, it just stopped, literally for no reason. So, to summarise my thoughts and feelings on it, it's okay, but most of the stuff I said in the first video is still true. It goes as fast as a push bike and turns about as quickly as a submarine. So, I don't know. It's not that slow, but Jesus, trying to get it to just go forward is a challenge in its own. Yeah, I'm done. You have a drive, Sean. You'll see what I'm saying.
Okay, let me know when you're in.
Alright,
so this is
first person.
So this is actually the first time I've driven this in quite a while, because I haven't driven this since it was removed from Ark, which was a long time ago. Oh, okay, you can just basically drive through everything but rocks. See what I mean about the camera view there?
Yeah.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta admit, like, the turning is a little bit slow. If I hold down sprint, does it go any quicker? Oh, I'm not very good at driving this thing, am I? Okay, yeah, so you can keyboard turn, sort of? I don't know, can you? Stuck on rocks, there we go. Yeah, right, okay, so you can't keyboard turn, you can't use, like, WASD for driving, you do have to actually... Oh no, okay, you can! If you're in first person, you can... Right, that's the first thing I'm gonna say, apart from the fact that I've sunk us, is that you can only keyboard turn... Steve, I think we need another car.
The other one used to drive underwater.
Okay, so it no longer drives underwater. I'm gonna get out before I drown. Okay, so they can be destroyed by sinking them. Let's try this again. Yeah, so definitely doesn't go underwater anymore, so it's not really an all-terrain vehicle. It just drives through the trees, which is a little bit weird. And yeah, it's like you say, it turns really slow. However, you go into first person, you can keyboard turn. Look how quickly I'm turning now.
Yeah.
You can basically turn on the spot, and that you should be able to. If you should be able to keyboard turn, or if they want to make it so you know you can slow turn is with the key with the mouse and hard turn is with the keyboard, then make it work in like the first person as well in third person as well as first person. Like, yeah. Let's see what happens if I run something over. Ooh. Look at that! It's... Yeah, so... I'm sat on top of a snake, and the snake is just taking... Wow, that was a 116. And yeah, I just sat on top of it, and it took constant damage. That was the DPS at the wazoo. Like, that was assault rifle level DPS sort of there. So yeah, it's got offensive capabilities in terms of just driving into things. I suppose if you slap a couple of C4 onto it, and... Hang on, what happens if I dive out? It just stops. Okay, so you can't use it as a rolling bomb, which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity at the moment. Because in PvP, I can imagine, you know, sort of, you know, you and a couple of tribe mates, a couple of these, strap a load of C4 to them, and just drive them at your enemy's base. Dive out at the last second, blow the C4, you're going to do some serious damage to your enemy's base. I think it would have great opportunity there, and it's opportunity that's currently not being realised, purely and simply because it stops moving. And, wow, that's really buggy.
I think that's about that then.
Yeah, like I say, I think it's got its place. It's going to have its place. Just not yet.